Hi everyone, and welcome to the episode 1 of the Frontend Artisan Path. My name is Forrest. I'm currently a computer science master student at the University of Florida, and in my program, we usually do something like complex algorithms, data structures, and distributed systems. But today I want to talk about something basic but critically important: HTML, HTML. Hmm, you're probably thinking a CS master student is talking about HTML? Yes, because in the age of I believe this is the first line that separates an amateur coder from a professional artisan, because anyone can use AI tools to build a web page and it will just give you a mass of div tags. It works probably, but it's not good. It's not professional. Today we are going to build the bones of our craft and see why AI writes div tags, but artisans must use semantic HTML. Okay, let's look at the first file, index div soup. Okay, this is a very common blog layout, right? And we have a header, a navigator, a post, a sidebar, and a footer. And everything here we use div tags, like div class header, div class nav, div class main content, whatever, blog post, sidebar, and footer. Now let me ask you, does it work? Well, yes, if you add some CSS styles, like here maybe, it will look fine. But is it good code? No, because this code has no meaning. It's just div soup. Like if we check about here, it's meaningless to research engines, right? There are 3 div tags here in this page, and in this div tags we have div, in this div tag we have 2 div tags. Everything's div. It's definitely a div soup. And secondly, it's meaningless to accessibility tools. You can switch it back, and you can see here heading, and this is a text of this heading, and heading, paragraph, heading, paragraph, paragraph. So it's definitely meaningless to people who use this accessibility view. And thirdly, it's confusing for your teammates, right? Definitely. And maybe I have to say that it's confusing to you 6 months from now. Now let's refactor this the artisan way. Let's look at index artisan HTML here. And this div class header is not a div but a header. And div class nav, let's change this div to a nav tag. And we have div class main content here, right? We change this to the tag main, and we change blog post div to the article, and the sidebar here, which we can change it into a side, and the footer, it's not a div, we can change it to a footer tag. Look at that. The code isn't just cleaner, it now has meaning. Great! So we have our artisan code, right? Let's check it in the browser. Wait a second. Oh, it's still ugly, right? The aside part is not aside, and the footer here is not at the foot of the page. Oh, you can see here, right? It's not the foot of the page, but this is the most important lesson about hitmail we must understand. Hitmail defines meaning, not presentation. Just because we call it a site, the browser doesn't automatically know we want it on the site. Just because we call it footer, it doesn't know to put it at the bottom. Where it goes, how it works, how it looks like, that is CSS job. Maybe that's a job for Flexbox or Grid. Our job in this video is only to build the bones and give them the right names. So forget about that. Let's check here. You can see here, headers, main, aside, footer is meaningful, right? And we switch to the accessibility view tools, and you can see here in div soup, right? Heading, paragraph, but here we can see banner. You can see the main, the article, the complementary, and the content info. That's meaningful for the person who use these accessibility tools. That's insane, and that's what we want. So if it doesn't automatically look good, why did we do all this? And this is the value of professionalism. Firstly, search engine optimization, or SEO. When the Google crawler here, right, reads our artisan code, it understands the page. It knows, oh, this is navigator, and this is the main, the article, and this is the aside. This directly helps your page rank higher. And secondly, accessibility, or A11Y, for a visually impaired user with a screen reader. Our div soup here, our div soup version is a nightmare. They just hear a div in our artisan code. The reader can say, oh, you're in the header, do you want to skip to the main content? This is our professional responsibility. And the third reason is maintainability. Your teammate, or just you, 6 months from now, can open this file and instantly understand the page structures without reading a single CSS class, and that is professional engineering. So to summarize, an AI will give you the functional div soup, but you, as an artisan, choose to use article, you choose to use main, you choose to use headers and footers, and that is craft, that is professionalism. Okay, this was episode 1 of Frontend Artisan Path. We've built our bones of the craft, and thank you for your watching. All the before and after codes are available on my GitHub, and the link will be in the description. And maybe you have some questions. If you are thinking, well, today the bones are built, but the page is still ugly, right? Then you will definitely need to come back next week. In episode 2, we are going to talk about the shape of our craft, and we are saying goodbye to, float and mastering modern layout with Flexbox. And I'll see you then.